The first season of Solo Leveling has been super dope to experience. It's breathed in new life into the world of isekai, which was refreshing to see. Solo Leveling directly translates to Only I Level Up, and it's an isekai light fantasy anime from South Korea. Although it starts off pretty typically a weak antagonist that dies and is reborn stronger, I like the way the first season has been executed. It's kind of inspirational to witness the journey and evolution of someone from being so weak and helpless to becoming an experienced S-rank hunter. Jinwoo is designated A rank as a hunter, but it never stops him from trying to become stronger and doing his best and basically trying to provide for his family. So this is a story about determination, and it's very motivating to see how far he's evolved, even just within one season. At the start, we see how no matter what he does, he can't get stronger, and it's like this until the double dungeon incident. After narrowly surviving, a mysterious program called the System chooses Jinwoo as its sole player, and in turn it gives him the ability to level up and get stronger. As far as we know, Jinwoo is the sole player for the System, which references the name of the anime, Solo Leveling. At first, I thought it was just going to be similar to Sword Art Online, but Solo Leveling is its own thing because no one else knows about the System except Jinwoo. In terms of the plot, so far it's pretty simple. We're following Jinwoo through his journey to become the strongest. We know he's going to get there, but it's interesting to watch the story develop, knowing that his strength is coming from a place that no one else understands. It's so dope to watch the gradual shift of Jinwoo from living to survive to living to thrive. He sets out on a journey fighting all kinds of enemies to become the strongest and discover the source of his powers. I think part of the enjoyment of this series lies in the personal growth of Jinwoo as a character. I like that he can acknowledge his increasing strength, but also knows that he's losing some of his core emotions because of it. It makes you question if you always have to sacrifice a part of yourself in order to gain real strength. This season is very well directed, especially the Igris fight, which was my favorite fight in the season, but we'll come back to that. I also think the double dungeon was a cool way of showing how desperate people can get when they are put in a situation where they are truly powerless. Even though it was virtually impossible at that stage for Jinwoo to become stronger, he still held on to his very deep innate desire to become stronger, which is why I think the System chose him. Because where there is a will, there is a way. If Jinwoo's desire to get stronger hadn't been so strong, then the System might never have chosen him, and Jinwoo showed that he was a fighter to the very end, which is why he was the only one that was rewarded for his fighting spirit. He could have chosen to give up on life and die a weakling, but instead he chose to accept to become a player, not knowing what that would entail, which shows that he was still willing to fight. The System knows Jinwoo's exact strength and keeps pushing him to become stronger, even sometimes against his will, forcing him to take the lives of others, which he would have never done initially on his own accord. I like that they started redrawing him on episode 5 to highlight the drastic difference in strength since he started leveling up. Even me, I was surprised when they first showed it, but I really liked the way they executed that. It painted a clear distinction between the original Jinwoo and the current Jinwoo that is leveling up, and this is showcased very well in the last episode. They also did a really good job of capturing the drastic changes to his life, and it builds up good anticipation for the next season, so we can see how much more his life will change because of his newfound strength. The solo leveling opening for season 1 is called Level, and honestly, I wasn't the biggest fan of it at the start. To me, the opening sounds a little too much like elevator music, and I didn't find it to be very memorable. But now I think it's okay. The more I listen to it, the more I like it a little bit more each time till it actually becomes alright. I like the rap part, that's pretty good, but I prefer the ending, Request, and I think it sounds better than the opening. It's just more slow paced than the opening, which is more fast paced. Besides that, I really enjoyed the music in the fights and I found it very uplifting. I think they did a good job with that and it made the scenes feel a lot more hype. There are some crazy visuals in this season that will really appeal to fans of great animation. Every episode this season was animated well, and the quality of animation was pretty consistent throughout. The strongest parts of the season were the fight sequences. The fight sequences in this season are so good. That fight with Igris was crazy to watch because that man was getting packed up. Let's be honest, Jinwoo shouldn't have won that fight. The plot armor was screaming, it was screaming. That should have been the end of the series, really and truly. I mean, just look at this combo. Lol, my jaw dropped when I saw that. I thought it was gonna be over. I said, pack it up, Jinwoo. You've had a good run. But of course, Jinwoo had to win somehow. But it's funny how he won by an absolute fluke. He literally had to play dead to get in a sneak attack and win. I watched that and I was like, nah, that was the only fight in the season where I honestly felt like the protagonist shouldn't have won. But hey, the almighty plot armor strikes again. It feels like this season has gone by so fast, and Solo Leveling has had the anime community buzzing over the last 3 months because the manhwa is already very popular and the anime breathed more life into the story. I love that the season is building up the anticipation for Jeju Island, and it's nice to see Jinwoo make a name for himself by the time the season has finished. I like that he's already pretty strong by the end of the season, and it hasn't taken multiple seasons to experience his growth. The time it's taken him to become strong is more condensed, but it's still just as gratifying to experience. And I'm sure a lot of viewers will appreciate that it hasn't taken as long for him to become as strong as he is now. Personally, my favorite thing about the anime is the mystery. I feel like the mystery is one of the strongest plot points of the entire season because no one, including the protagonist, truly understands what's going on. So this builds up more on the mystery and anticipation for season 2, which has already been confirmed. So I can't wait to see what the next season holds for us. If you enjoyed this season of Solo Leveling as much as I did, please leave a comment down below telling me your favorite thing about this season. And thank you for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one. Okay, thank you. Bye.